Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.
Hi beautiful people, and let's talk about powers that could revolutionize the world. Are dating quite a producer, Evol Shoujo, it seems to me it's going to be mostly about dating, but with elements of powers and career? Why am I feeling a wind sucking me in? Oh, it was just Kirby. Light spoilers. Visual execution, it's great. Both at the design and how they're actually doing it and how they do the effects, it works really well. But the focus on the story, it's kind of weird. We end up having a lot of focus in this woman's life, but then the anime also has this is interesting, you should be interested in this, which kind of doesn't work because either your focus is this or it's this. I actually had a moment where I thought, oh, this is all an introduction, so we care about the character, but this is going to be more focused on the investigations. Nope. And it's funny having to say this because the focus on her life, it got interesting. So it feels like there's two interesting anime here and they just don't know what they want to do. And this is worrying because we actually have a moment where we're going to really get into this investigative thing. And then the climax of the episode is something in her life. What? Because if this exists, this is really not interesting and less important. And again, the two things are really well done, but you end up with two unfinished stories instead of having an episode. But let the rocks roll. So, in this world, there are X-Men. Tokyo Esper 2, the Revolution. But the focus is on her life, as I said. We actually have an Esper who has saved her life, and apparently has saved her life before, but the thing she's investigating seems to be a lot bigger from all the indications I got. She has a show that tries to find miracles, and the drama part of that is really interesting. Her having difficulty because she took over from her father, she's been there for 2 years but still not feeling like she's doing it well, other people noticing and saying that she's not doing enough. But in the middle of that, she has an investigation about some missing people, and she has annotations about it, and she goes to meet people to tell her what might have happened. And it seems that there's a secret organization kidnapping people who have superpowers. I want her to be successful. I want her show to keep going. But then you take a carrot and pull it in front of the horse and say, hey, X-Man, why would you do that? And again, the part with the mutants, which they call evolvers, but it's exactly the same explanation as for mutants, it's good. But it's a tiny little sliver of it. She's saved from being run over by a car. This enemy seems to be obsessed with isekaiing her. This is not related with her investigation of missing people. This is not related with the people with superpowers. This is not related with her literally trying to find miracles. Either she's the stupidest person on Earth, or the anime thinks we are the stupidest people on Earth. When she woke up in the morning and she remembered something but thought it was just a dream, and now it happens again, she has to connect those two. That's not a little thing, that's something really important. So in this stretching, which is clearly a stretch so you can make it in 2 or 3 episodes the first story, they literally turn her into a complete idiot. And that's a problem. Meanwhile, you also have the meta aspect of the opening saying they are important because she might fall in love with them. So we're literally talking about a dating thing, which might come from a game, I don't know, which wants to be dramatic, which has investigations, and has superpowers. And this little finger that I can't retract is probably all the problems that you might have because you wanted to do all these genres together in the same episode. But that's it. What did you think of this episode? Leave it on the comments and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
And if you enjoyed it, hit the bell.
She came in, she has to be shown. Them the rules. She also came in, so she has to be shown, and she hates it.
Balls are out and everything.